know what to do. It's been a while. I think we're going to put those on the website for people to buy.
I think you should. This is how you get a good table in a restaurant. Walk in with one of these.
Or you get kicked out, depending. It depends on the restaurant.
Or the chef spits in your food, yes.
Oh, my gosh. Well, welcome back.
We're here again.
We are here. It is Eat, Talk, Repeat, back after the 4th of July holiday. I'm Ash Watkins, the Hamburguesa Principesa of Las Vegas. Shameless plug, at Ash the Attorney, partner of Sam and Ash Injury Law. That's my first job. This is just a hobby for me. And then, John, you're retired, so introduce
It's
yourself.
more than just a hobby
know.
for me. This is my life now. I am John Curtis, C-U-R-T-A-S. Today I'll be the cantankerous connoisseur. Okay, you can find me at Eating Las Vegas on Twitter, and John Curtis, my name, on Insta, and my website, eatinglv.com. And I'm working on an article about Honolulu. But man, writing sucks. You know, there's a reason why every writer in America now does a podcast, because it's so much easier to talk than it is to try to construct, coherent sentences and paragraphs that actually entertain.
Yeah, starting with a blank page is brutal.
Oh yeah, and you just start, and it's just like pulling teeth. And before you know it, you got 100 words and 1,000, but then you got to write and rewrite. And everything I do, I rewrite a dozen times at least. And it's I kind of, as a buddy of mine, Scott Dickensheets, loves, a former editor of mine too, says he hates writing, but loves having written. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's yes.
I think that's the best way to say it, because when you're done, I'm sure it's just like writing or anything. You kind of go, ta-da! There's a sense of completion and accomplishment, and you feel great, especially if you poured something into it and you feel kind of prideful about what you've done. But man, the process itself is tough.
So one of my writing things is I will start a letter, like just a legal letter, when I'm angry, when I'm pissed, something's happened. I'll start it. Then I'll go home, open up the laptop with a nice drink, and let the creative juices go a little with a little alcohol as the BAC rises. But then I edit it the next day when I'm fully sober, clean-minded, and clear-headed, and I love it. It's great. You go back and reread some of your letters, and you're like...
Do you ever start with F you, nasty letter to follow?
No, usually if anything, I'm like, this is hilarious. That's as close as I'll get, because my dad once told me, as a great trial lawyer, he says, be careful, those letters, they'll end up as exhibits in the subsequent trial, and you don't want to be the one that's trying to be too cute. So, but
every lawyer I knew told me the same thing. Write it, then put it in the drawer, then take it out the next day.
Exactly. Okay, so back to what we're doing here. We're Eat, Talk, Repeat. Go to our website, eattalkrepeat.com. We have updates. We put a lot of our episodes there, old newsletters. Subscribe to the newsletter. It's great. It drops every Wednesday morning. You can enjoy it with your croissant, and it's called the amuse-bouche. Email us, cheers@eattalkrepeat.com. We read your hate mail, we respond to questions, and we just love the feedback, fan mail. And if you've been out anywhere and found something worth our attention, let us know.
Yeah, we need those. I used to call them stringers. I don't know what they call them. That's an old newspaper term, but no reporter can be everywhere at once.
Absolutely.
So you need people out there feeding information.
Today's episode, it's primarily your restaurants. We're going to be piggybacking.
Spotlight on me?
Yeah.
You like me. You really like me.
It's after a week off, so yes, we do. You've gone to Ada's, Bar Boheme, New Asian Barbecue, Saigonese, Amari, Burgundy Cafe and Bakery, Winnie and Ethel's, Special Noodle, Elia Authentic Greek Taverna, Class,
Vermuteria, I think.
You also went to
Diamond Spur.
We'll talk about that.
And I left one off. I forgot.
What else?
Ginza. I have anointed Ginza the #1 cocktail bar in Las Vegas.
Ooh.
More to come.
Okay. And then I was in Newport for a while, and the only things worth reporting on are Truly Pizza and Ocean 48.
You went to Truly Pizza?
Oh, I went there. Can't wait to talk about
Okay.
it. It was such an
All right.
experience. Okay. The meat of the episode, John.
The meat of the episode.
Food news you can use.
Food news you can use. The meat, or we could say these all sausage, all meat pizza of the episode begins with Pizza Festival 2026.
It's one of my favorite events in this town.
Yeah.
Along with Unstripped, Pizza
Yeah.
Fest, 2026, 6th annual Las Vegas Pizza Festival. Tickets are officially on sale. The event is November 14th at the Industrial Event Space here kind of in the downtown area where it's been the last couple years.
Off Industrial Road, just kind of on the way to the backside of the strip right there, off near
Sahara, yes.
Near Sahara on the Industrial Road, right. Actually, I think that venue's great.
It is.
I mean, the way that it's just a giant lot, but they open it up and they bring in they bring in the Pizza Signora pizza truck. They bring in all these different purveyors. I mean, you can just go pizza crazy there.
You really can. And last year the weather was a little underwhelming. We had some rain, but it was still a fabulous event.
Did I go last year?
You did. You wore your what was it? Don't be hangry. Smoke.
No, don't be angry. Oh, that's right. That's
Or
right.
something.
Yeah. Don't be angry. Yeah.
But it's great. We love it. Some of the restaurants that they're regulars every year: Good Pie Metro, Pizza Rock, Esther's Kitchen, Rebellion Pizza,
Good pie.
Good Pie, Set to Bello,
Right, Yukon, you
More are going to be announced as the summer goes on. And then our pro tip to you,
Solamente. Yeah.
is get the VIP ticket.
Yeah, go early.
Go early.
Yes. I mean, it pays. Pay a little extra. Get there, because when the crowds hit after that first hour, then you're suddenly standing behind 20 people to get a slice. You get there early, you can get 10 slices in 15 minutes if you want. Yeah.
It's really an incredible event. And all right, next thing, John,
right.
there is a new bar coming to the Arts District.
What?
It's a juice bar, though.
Oh,
Got him. Oh, it's worse if it's a juice bar?
It's worse. Oh my God. Haven't our juice bars so like 2012?
They're coming back, baby.
Good gosh. What the heck is that? Okay, tell us more.
So in Commerce, next to the Chocolate City Cigar Bar and 18B Tattoo, also Dustland and Old Manny's.
Down
over
at that far end on down on Commerce, yeah.
Yeah, so it's expected to open this fall. It's called Sage Juice Co.
Is it in that little area where Meraki just went, or is it past that?
Oh, I'm not sure where Meraki. I think Meraki's nearby.
Meraki's right in. They've carved out a little industrial space with just a bit. I don't know. I mean, I get confused.
Are you talking about the little container park thing?
Yeah, the little container park.
Meraki's in there.
Yeah, the Meraki's in there. Yeah.
Oh, it's before that.
Okay, before that. Okay,
so it's Sage Juice Co. It's the people behind it. Lyle.
Yeah,
Do you know him?
Yeah, from Starboard Tack. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was.
He's one of the mixology kings of Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. So he's partnering with Crystal and Anthony Lane, and they're opening this juice bar, 8 cold pressed juices, 2 different nut milks, 3 acai bowls, 3 smoothies, wellness shots.
Just shoot me now.
Really?
I mean, I'm not in. You know where there's tons of these things? Hawaii.
Oh, I was going to say Summerlin.
Oh, no. You walk around Honolulu.
Yeah.
There's a juice bar with acai bowls and smoothies like every block.
It's kind of Newport.
Yeah. It's kind of a thing if you're all healthy and sunny and all that. And I'm all for it. You know, I kid. It's okay. For white people like it, go for it. Okay.
It's different. We don't really have one down here, so I like it. The diversity in the neighborhood.
And it's not another brew pub.
It's not a brew pub.
Thank your stars for that.
So yeah, I'm looking out for that. Next, it's effing hot out.
Yeah.
You can agree. So use someone else's air conditioning right now and go check out some live music at Echo Taste Sound.
Did you know? Yes, and do you know that these sound lounges are a big thing?
Yeah, there's one going out in Lake Las Vegas.
Well, yeah. I'm watching something over the last weekend. It might have been CBS Sunday Morning on one of those shows I watch all the time. And there's a special segment on these sound lounges. And, of course, they're in Seattle, which is a big deal for them. And people pay tickets. Now, they haven't gotten this far yet, but people will buy a $20 ticket to sit in a lounge in an acoustically perfect place with vinyl and listen to an album.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of things I was listening to in my dorm room in the 1970s. They will sit there and listen to Revolver by the Beatles, or I don't know, something by AC/DC or Tony Bennett or whatever it is. They'll all just sit there and pay money, and you're not allowed to have phones. I think maybe they serve cocktails, but you're there for like an hour, and the whole point is just to listen to these acoustically perfect albums. And I think Nat Young's trying to do something a little more social than that. You know, these things look like a little too austere, a little too Seattle, if you ask me. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather drink and talk.
Yes. Yeah, Nat's is much more social, but she has a great list of events that she kind of rotates through. And on July 15, Wednesday, they're having the Groove Culture Band playing live, and it's a really great little setup when they have live bands. I think you've probably gone on a night when they were doing barbecue and they had a live performance.
Barbecue and Korean rockabilly guys who were great.
Yes.
They were fantastic.
And then July 19th, it's a Sunday, she does her retro brunch, and that features another artist, Jason Jardines, for live music, 11 to 2. Go check it out. It's just a really cool space. It's different. Like I said, it's hot right now. Go check out someone else's air conditioning. Let them foot the tab for you cooling down.
Good cocktails, too.
Great cocktails, great food.
Everything. Right.
Evenings are just bites, though, snacks. So that's your
Understood.
buddy Bordeaux Bob.
Yes, Bob Cranston. Go, Bob.
He's partnering up with Oscar Amador at Amador Cocina Fina for his dialogue series.
Oh, okay. This is where Bob gives you the whole dissertation about the wines, pairs them with a great chef, and, of course, featuring French elegance. That would be Bob's Wines, and Spanish Soul, that would be Oscar Amador Ito's food. So that for $130 a person would be a deal.
Yeah, July 15th, 6 p.m., $130 a pop. You get a wine dinner with French and Spanish wines, and they get paired with an Chef Oscar Amador tasting menu, which you know is going to be killer. So
Always, and that's a tough ticket sometimes. So good thing, good for Bordeaux Bob. Learn about good wines. The next one, our next announcement.
I just need people to know, I throw some of these articles in.
Just to get me
Just
mad.
to get you.
Yeah, this one, when I heard about this, I went, go ahead, tell them. I'll have my put downs, and they're locked and loaded right now. Go ahead.
Vegas is getting a sports bra. That's not a mispronunciation. A sports bra. So it's a Portland, Oregon, I know, shocker, bar that shows only women's sports on their TVs, has announced they're coming to Vegas and plan to open, I think, in 2027.
And the fan goes wild.
Yeah, look, female, athlete, I think a regular sports bar will play women's sports if you ask. The idea of just kind of shutting out the option of the NBA, the MLB, like, I don't know. Yeah. So look, I give them
Major
props.
League Soccer, men's tennis.
Yeah, they're going to be,
the PGA Tour. I mean,
NHL, Golden Knights.
I don't know why these things can't exist,
together.
Along parallel lines. Why do we have to feature one over the? I understand men's sports take precedence. I won't dive into those waters. I don't want to debate that right now. But yeah, the idea of excluding one half of the populace in celebration of a certain sport doesn't make sense, whether men are excluding women or vice versa, to me.
Agreed.
That's my primary objection. I won't say anything else.
Well, I kind of agree with you. I think it's silly. I think if they set out to have guaranteed features of women's games with men's games also, I think that would be a great thing. But hey, more power to them. I'm sure if it's a success and they're able to open a second location, there's something there. But they're going to show. Yeah, we'll see. It's going on the corner of Paradise and East Flamingo, where the Mortons, kind of next to the Mortons in Strip Mall, I think.
That sound you hear, folks, as me biting my tongue. Okay.
We appreciate it.
Okay.
Rebellion Pizza.
This is good news.
This is great news. We're big fans of Rebellion. I've even made the trek up to Anthem to check them out on your recommendation a few years ago.
Love the guys at Rebellion.
With Mr. Hollywood. And Rebellion Pizza has announced they're expanding their Henderson location and they're opening Rebellion Market.
So they're expanding in place, basically.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
they're just going like next door and they're adding Rebellion
Right up there
Market.
in Anthem, and Henderson Anthem up there. So they're good. So they're expanding. Well, they need it because it's
tiny.
It's tiny and it's packed all the time. I mean, I've eaten there once sitting down and once on takeout, and it gets very full very quickly. And so,
And the great thing is they've teased it on their Instagram, which I go follow because we don't have a real date other than just coming soon. Rebellion Market LV on Instagram's their handle. You can see a lot of great pictures of what they're making. Italian sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, and cinnamon rolls, meatball subs, all the goods. I can't wait.
Rebellion Pizza is one of those places that can get me to Henderson enthusiastically.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be Aroma, but now Aroma's in Spring Mountain.
Yeah, so right down the street.
And they're doing lunch now on Thursdays,
Which
Fridays.
I'm
I know,
shocked.
They ignored you.
They ignored
me.
Ignore my advice again. Okay. Just
And-
like my kids, my colleagues.
And then last but not least, Bar Boheme is doing their second bakery pop-up this July 18th. It's Saturday, 8 a.m. until they sell out, or 11 a.m. I think they sell out within the first hour every time.
I kind of have an in to get there early and get the good stuff.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Do you go in the back door or something?
Kind
You
of that.
cheating?
Yes, that's kind of what I'm going to do.
Guys, if you want to Venmo me $1,000, I'll give you
see?
this.
You can basically just carry this in and pretend, it's anyway, talking a gruff, gravelly, aging boomer voice like I do. Here's the problem. That's the next morning early we leave for Canada. So I can't.
I'll send you and I'll take them.
Yeah, send me and I'll pick up a bunch for you because we can't load up if we're leaving early the next day.
Well, look, the first one was a resounding success. I'm excited for this second one. I'm sure they'll maybe make a little bit more because of the success they saw.
They were very blown away and happy about that, and people are still talking about their pop-up.
Yep, and so I will be sure to get some. And then also they're doing some fun stuff. I can't wait to hear your talk about the happy hour later.
Yes, I went to the happy hour.
Yes, yes.
Next
All
to
right.
brunch is happy hour, my least favorite thing in the world, but I enjoyed this one. We'll talk about it later. Okay.
I think that's it, unless you've got any news.
Not really. The news is my 10 places I've been to over the last 2 weeks.
All right, let's take a break and get back to it.
Before we get back to the food, a quick thank you to the sponsor that makes this podcast possible.
Yep, my day job.
That's right. This episode of Eat, Talk, Repeat is brought to you by Salmon Ash Injury Law.
Look, when I'm not arguing with John about burgers or searching Las Vegas for my next favorite restaurant, I'm helping people who've been injured in car crashes, slip and falls, and other accidents get what they deserve.
And if you've listened to this podcast, you know Ash isn't exactly the type to settle.
Especially when it comes to insurance companies.
So if you've been injured in an accident, don't try to handle it alone.
Call Salmon Ash Injury Law for a free consultation. We'll answer your questions, explain your rights, and fight to get you what's right.
Or visit salmonashlaw.com or call 702-820-1234. That's easy to remember.
It is 1234. Thanks to Salmon Ash for sponsoring Eat Talk Repeat. Turns out my day job has pretty good taste in podcasts.
Γεια σας, είμαι η Katie Haliassos από την Elia, Authentic Greek Taverna και ακούτε το Eat, Talk, Repeat.
Boom.
Boom.
Yasu. Caliorixi.
I don't think I know any Greek words other than, what is it? Ouzo is the drink over there? That's lethal.
Here's a fun one. Ohi means no.
Okay.
And yes is nah.
That's not helpful.
Yeah, it's not because you got to say nah, which is no. but it means yes in Greek. So na. It means yes. Ohi means no, and kali orexi means bon appetit or happy eating, and then eferisto, which means thank you.
How do you say cheers?
Yasu.
Yes.
Or yamas or yasu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yasu.
Or yamas.
Yasu.
Yama. And I've had my cousins describe the difference. Yasu, I think, means yamas means kind of good times. One means cheers. One means more like here's to all of us sort of thing.
Okay. All right. Well, I love Elia, so there we
yeah.
go. We're back. We got a lot of restaurants. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, why don't you go first and then out because mine's going to be a blitzkrieg.
Okay.
Of,
Cool.
Of bounty.
So, two places of note. While I was in Newport Beach, Newport's not really a food scene. It's just not. I went to Ocean 48.
Tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, I went to Ocean 48, which is actually owned by the Mastro's brothers, the family. It's what they started after they
back when they were good.
No, so Mastro's sold to Landry's, and then they
okay.
had this non-compete that they had to, so they opened these prime 48 steaks, and then Ocean 48 is their seafood outpost in Newport Beach at Fashion Island. And my expectations were so low. But two things. The steaks and food were shockingly good.
Oh,
if you find yourself in Newport Beach,
don't
be alarmed. It's not a generic, like, random money grab steakhouse. The food was really good.
Had some personality.
It had flavor.
Yeah, well,
It lived up to all the hype that everyone in Newport, who I don't really take their food advice from, had told me, like, oh, it's really good. And I'm like, yeah, but you like Reddo.
Yeah, right.
Which
you like the spaghetti factory.
Yeah. So I kind of went in there with really low expectations. I was shocked, really pleased, enjoyed it. So
Is the 5 Crowns still there?
5 Crowns, that's Corona Del Mar, but yeah. And I really like right next door, their like English style pub called the Side Door.
Yeah, it's been 100 years, but yes, I went to the 5 Crowns back in the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah, owned by Lowry's.
Yeah. It was always very good back then.
And then James Trees reached out to me because he saw on social media that I was in Newport Beach. So he reached out, invited me and Sam to join him down at Truly Pizza.
That's right. You went with him. I forgot.
Just opened their second outpost in Laguna. The original one's down in Dana Point.
Right.
They were just dubbed number 4 in the U.S. top pizza places in the U.S. And also I think he's number 32 or something in the world as pizza makers. Chris Decker.
Mike Vacnine, yeah.
So Chris was there. We went with
Did you meet
James
Donna?
Trees. No, we only met Chris. And
Donna Baldwin, who's one of the co-owners.
John?
Yeah, it's great stuff.
It was eye-opening.
Because it's this pizza restaurant that's like a real restaurant. Featuring it's phenomenal.
It's all outdoor seating in Laguna Beach, but they've got great decor, seating, shade, everything. The service was top notch. There's nothing indoors. You can't go indoors if you wanted to. We tried.
It's all patio dining.
It's all patio.
I think the kitchens are indoors, right? The pizza ovens are inside the building,
and they won't let anyone in.
Yeah.
It's like a sanctuary. No one's allowed in.
You can see them through the windows, though. making the pies and whatnot. Yeah.
Did you eat there?
Yeah. I had the Joe and Joe, the Marcus boys, and I ate there.
What'd you have?
Well, we ordered 4. We went there with a couple of retired judges that they knew. We ordered like 4 pizzas for 5 pizzas for 6 of us, and I think 9 pizzas showed up. So I'm not sure we had. I think we had. We didn't have everything. We had 80% of the menu.
Did you get one of those flat, thin?
Yeah, which was one of my favorite things ever.
Okay,
yeah.
so
and I usually don't like thin, crackly crust pizzas, and I thought it just blew my socks off.
So he told us the story. It's basically the same. It's the same dough, but it's essentially 2 slices of pizza. They just roll it out incredibly thin. I'm like you. I generally don't like thin crust, but it was the star. Yeah. The fresh tomato sauce, the perfect cheese, and then we had one of kind of like all of their other pizzas.
We had their meat
crust.
pizza. I'd have to look at my pictures again because I didn't prepare for it that much. But I just remember there were certain things like the thin crust, the thicker stuff. I had an all meat thing, and it was great. And I'm sure it's a crowd pleaser, but it wasn't for me. That was
Okay.
of the like 9 pizzas we had. It was just like, but I mean, better cheese, better dough. I mean,
The sauce, the
fermentation,
tomatoes.
the tomatoes. I mean, just everything. The flavors are leaping off the plate at you in a way that, I'm sorry, folks. Sometimes you think, oh, I know good pizza. You know, when you get really fresh ingredients and really top shelf ingredients cooked by great pizzaiolos, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, it was just such a fun experience being there with James Trees, his friend, talking with Chris, and just seeing the passion behind it. One of the pizzas they gave us was the they brought out, didn't give, brought out was the umami pizza. It had bonito flakes, mushroom. It was just rich in flavor.
I don't think I had that. That doesn't sound familiar.
And you know the bonito flakes, when it comes out,
and
they're all
waving.
wiggling, so
Yeah,
it looks like something's still alive.
Yeah.
And the other one that I wouldn't have ordered, but it was a potato pizza.
Yeah.
So it had little diced potatoes all over it. Just very cool. I can't recommend it enough. I love what they're doing.
They're looking to come to Vegas. Did they talk
I don't think
about
so.
No?
I don't think
Well,
so.
I mean,
Maybe.
it was. I heard we talked about it a little bit, but I think they have expansion plans. Maybe Vegas isn't.
They're going to Venice. They're already working on opening Venice.
Yeah, I think that they're catching a wave.
Yes.
Pun intended.
Yep.
In Southern California, and I think they're going to capitalize on that for the time being.
The other thing they're opening down in Dana Point next to the original location is their Truly Gelato. They're opening an ice cream place, which the dessert they did was the gelato with olive oil and sea salt.
Yes, incredible. And, yeah, I forgot about how good that was. You
So
know, and this is John Arena's doing too. I mean, he and
Yes.
Donna Baldwin are partners in this thing with Mike Vagnine and Chris Decker. And it's given John a whole new lease on life. I mean,
I know.
I mean, he's been the pizza godfather now for, 30 years in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
And now he's got this whole new project later in his life, and good for him.
Yeah, he's got all these young bucks keeping him
Yeah,
young.
yeah,
I love it.
exactly. So, yeah.
that's my Newport ventures. Thank you, James Trees, for reaching out and setting that up. Because
You were on the beach on July 4th? Like, did you have fun
no,
there?
I did not get arrested.
did
I
not
was
get
not
arrested?
part of that whole melee.
Real quickly, total sidebar here. Was that overblown by the press, or was it really as bad as the press tried to make, or the internet tried to make it look?
no,
About
it was that bad.
it was that bad.
They arrested 432 people.
Okay, so yeah,
And all of which essentially were not from Newport Beach.
right, they just drove in, right? Yeah, from
Because they released the arrest reports, and they're all from Arizona, Inland Empire,
Right, yeah.
L.A.
Right.
I think maybe 2 people were from Newport out of the 430 arrests.
yeah, it looked
It was like after a certain hour, you just really couldn't go anywhere. So I went back to Balboa Island by 1 because it was so insane.
oh god, it was that bad. Okay.
It was unbelievable.
Well, I don't, homie don't do crowds,
Also,
so I
it's-
wouldn't
it's
be there
not-
anyway. But I was like curious.
Well, they're also mindless sheep. It's all these kids on TikTok, just mob mentality. They're all running around just videoing nonsense. So it was dumb. I love Newport Beach. I love the community and the relaxed energy it has 98% of the time.
Except on July 4th.
Gosh,
Go
it was
elsewhere.
brutal. So,
All right.
John, but I missed out on all of your
Okay,
adventures.
Okay, let's try to go. It's a lot, so now I want to keep us,
You got time. You got plenty of time.
All right, let's just go. There were a couple of semi lowlights, but not
Okay.
a whole lot. I mean, most of these were just incredible, and I mean, I run out of adjectives sometimes, folks. I try not to use amazing too much. Okay, but generally, if I talk about it here, it's a high recommendation.
Okay.
I mean. So Ada's just kind of backwards. Went there for a quick bite the other
That
night.
can't be your low.
That's not a low.
Okay.
No. The low, I'll save the lows for the end. You know,
Okay.
a couple of, like Burgundy Bakery and Cafe. I'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay.
Ada's, just for a quick bite because we're going to a movie at the Beverly Theater. My wife is a Twin Peaks fan from 1990, and
Love
they're
it.
rerunning over a 3-week period or 4-week period, starting with the first episode last week, and then every week 2 episodes, blah blah blah. So we had to grab a quick bite. So we went to Ada's. Hadn't been there in a while. Just had the crudo, incredibly good crudo. Overdone crudo. I'm kind of done with raw fish dressed with olive oil and citrus. but everybody likes it. And to be fair, it's a nice light bite when it's 105 degrees outside.
Yep.
Okay, so that's good. But then I'd forgotten how much that lemon pepper barbecue pork ribs are. Where they
I love those.
They basically they make them fork tender. I don't know how they sous vide them. Probably my guess is they sous vide them. Then they put this lemon pepper crust on them, and then they deep fry them. I mean, and they're spoon tender. You can eat them.
So good.
And they're the best little bar snack on earth, I think. I mean,
and they're on their happy hour menu.
Yeah, they're on the happy hour menu, and we had a couple of cocktails, and Ada's is a find. It was and their air conditioning was barely working that night. You know, that's why I feel bad for these businesses, because these places get stressed when it gets way into the hundreds. But Ada's clicking on all cylinders. Great bar bites. Big favorite. Bar Boheme, same neighborhood, 2 blocks down the street. Went to happy hour.
Wow.
Something I never. It's 2 happy hours in a row.
Wow.
I mean, who am I even?
Cue the Owen Wilson.
Wow. Okay. But Bar Boheme has a beat the heat summertime happy hour, $8 cocktails, and incredible cocktails. I mean, you get martinis, gin and tonics. They make some specialty cocktails. And then we just ate everything on the menu, from the jamon beurre to the raw scallops in a bright sauce verde, like a parsley sauce, which was cold, kind of almost like scallop crudo. Mussels. The mussels were incredible. I'm not looking.
Did you get a burger?
We did not get the burger, but we did get the poutine.
Oh, there we go.
Which is not exactly a summertime dish, having come from Quebec, which is basically brown gravy and cheese curds over French fries. But it just kind of hit, and it was fun.
Slaps.
It's not no cap. Yeah, I mean, we had a fun time. Good fries, good brown gravy, good. I mean, just a great bar food, even if it is 100 degrees outside. And we just walked away going, man, this is a great bar menu. Everything is just like half price, and the drinks are a steal. And Bar Boheme is a great way to beat the heat. And I think it's going to bring people in, so it's good for them. We did not get the oysters. We stuck with nothing against their oysters, but I don't know. When it's that hot, I cannot eat raw. I've got to at least have it in crudo form, where they're dressing or trying to cook the seafood a little bit.
With citrus.
With some citrus.
Yeah.
I just have to.
Yeah, just to kind of piggyback, this is a great happy hour. 4 to 6 p.m. on days that they're open. So, and $5 beers. Where can you get a $5 beer?
And it's so funny. They're starting around 5:55. They come around and ask you if you want to get anything more. So they went around the whole bar, and even if you put it in a little late, they give you the happy hour price. So it was kind of cute. They wanted to say, "You want to get another drink? You want to get? Let's get some more cheap appetizers out here." And that was very cute. And I think I'm not going to say they're under new management, because it's the same owners and Keith is still there and everything. But I just felt that there was a little freshness in the air at Bar Boheme, like a little shot of adrenaline. Maybe this happy hour menu, and is going to will be a nice reboot for the whole restaurant. So.
Yeah, talked to James Trees when we were at Truly Pizza, and he loves what they're doing over there. And I think there is something a brewing. They've got a good energy.
So that's that was good. New Asian barbecue. Then the other day we were jonesing for some dim sum. And we had tried to go when the Marcus boys were in town, but we got there. It was a weekend, and we got there at like 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning, jammed. Couldn't even get in, like 40-minute wait. So we walked away. A few days later, we went back during a weekday. Loved the dim sum there. Perfunctory service, but that's what you expect at dim sum. But as far as the rolling cart dim sum you get in town, it's right up there with the best.
Wow.
Someone asked me if it's as good as the best San Gabriel Valley dim sum and the best up in San Francisco, and resoundingly no. I'm not going to put it up against the better. There's at least a dozen places in San Gabriel Valley, and San Francisco's famous for some of their dim sum parlors where they get much more inventive, a little more elaborate with various things. But for good fundamental dim sum that's very fresh. You get seated right away. They're on it as far as service goes. New Asian barbecue right in the heart of Chinatown is it. Then took my Marcus boys, because nothing like out-of-towners to get you eating out even more than I usually do, to Pho Saigonese. They never had Vietnamese food before.
Interesting.
And it was great. We just had a wonderful time. I mean, there's hardly anything bad at Pho Saigonese. The food gal swears by their pho. So, and they should. And this place has gotten wildly popular now. I mean, it is the most popular Vietnamese restaurant in Chinatown. So get there early, folks, because you walk in and it's just, there's always a crowd there now.
What's your go-to order?
I'm trying to think of the. I knew you were going to ask me that. I knew. Well, I like the goi kun.
Okay.
The goi kun, which is the rice wrapped rolls. You know,
Okay.
the fresh ones, not the deep fried. I don't like the deep fried spring rolls that much. I like the goi and the pho. And we've also had the banh mi was great. The banh mi sandwiches with the pork belly banh mi. Get the pork belly banh mi at Pho Saigonese.
All right.
And then they did this thing which is kind of Chinese sausage with, you can see it, Chinese sausage with
Peanuts?
sticky rice. And those are fried garlic chips.
Oh.
Like crispy garlic,
Yeah.
fried crispy garlic. Really good. And then of course the pho. And then I mean the boys love these spring rolls, these deep
Okay.
fried spring rolls. I'm more of a fan of the
Yeah,
rice
that's
paper
me.
wrapped. You know,
Yep.
they're clean. They use really nice shrimp, really good pork. I mean, so Pho Saigonese for your Vietnamese food fix. Then went to Amari.
I saw it, and you cheated on us.
How?
Go check out the Marcus Boys podcast.
Oh
right?
yes, I did. Yes,
Plug 'em.
yeah.
Plug
I took the
'em.
Marcus. There are a couple of criminal lawyers, Joe and Joey Marcus, in Southern California. They have a very successful criminal practice down there. They have Adjourned for the Day, available on Spotify, Amazon, and they came to town. They interviewed Nicole Brisson, and they also interviewed me, both with Nicole and later about the Las Vegas food scene. So
Cool.
the episode with me dropped this week. I think Nicole's is going to drop next week. So they just come to town and they get asked a lot. I mean, they from their listeners, which is very much part of the criminal law and judges and lawyers in Southern California. Like, oh, you go to Vegas all the time. Where should we eat? So they decided just to do a
Smart.
food podcast, and it was great. So went to Amari, and she knocked it out of the park again. Okay, a short rib ravioli, which even I said this is kind of heavy for Las Vegas in the summertime, but we just looked at it and went, oh my God, this is like just, I don't know, there's something, I think it had Marsala wine with short ribs. They know how to make the pasta just the right depth and the right thinness that lets the meat come through. I mean, and of course Nicole knows how to sauce everything. So I was just knocked out by that. Also had another crudo.
Crudo. Hers is great.
Hers was great. A lot of olive oil, olive oil, lemon, very nicely done. And but the star of the show, as good as those were,
The chicken parm?
yeah. Here, I'll show this. And this is the that ravioli with marsala sauce.
That looks lovely.
Yeah, this is great. We had the chicken parm. It's a chicken parm even Scott Robin would love. Yes, Vital Vegas, you will love this one. Although he said, get rid of that junk off the top. She sprinkles. She grates Parmesan cheese on top. She doesn't
And she puts
smother it over
fresh
the
tomatoes.
fresh tomato sauce.
Yeah. He wants the red sauce and the slab of cheese.
Yeah, 9 ounces of melted moss.
And a side of regular spaghetti with it. We love you, Scott, but this one passes the smell test of real foodies.
Yeah. This is the her chicken parm.
So great.
I would give it the number one chicken parm in Las Vegas award. I haven't had them all, but for the ones I've had, this one slaps.
No cap.
Okay. And then we had a pizza. Pizza was perfectly good. I told her I thought it was a little bready. I can even I can get a little picky with my good friend Nicole. So I think the crust was a little bready, and she said people like it that way, and so enough of that. But then after that, the cool thing we did was we ended up at class.
Oh.
Do you have any class? You need a little class.
I do.
You need
I
a little
do.
more class.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, I know. So we went to class, and class is a new cocktail bar of Vermuteria.
Yeah, we talked about this a few shows ago.
Yeah, and I was like, but we went. And the funny quick story. So we'd all decide to go after dinner at Amari. So let's go get a cocktail. And somehow we end up, so let's just try this new place out. And we have the address right in front of us, and we're driving up and down Rainbow in these shopping centers trying to find it. Okay.
I hate that about this town.
And then I get a text from my friend H, and he and Dawn are the public relations reps for the bar. And he goes, "Well, you should come to class sometime." And I text him back and say, "H, we're driving up and down the road trying to find it. We're right now." So it's kind of hidden. I mean, it's not hidden. It's right next to Blue Haven Pools on Rainbow at Charleston.
Okay.
It's a giant pool, been there forever.
Yeah.
A big, and it's right, I think, to the left. And it's just the door isn't hidden. It's got its name on it and everything. But it's not a place you would expect to find a cocktail bar. So that's a little disconcerting. And once you find it, you walk in, and it's this beautiful build-out, long, linear place. I just put some pictures of it up on Twitter. You can look it up on my Twitter account. And a whole wall of Italian and Spanish vermouths. And the owner is Joseph. I can't remember. His last name is like
Lorenz?
Letazzi.
Latazzi.
Letazzi. Joseph Letazzi. And he's Ukrainian. And this is a passion project. And he fell in love with Italian vermouths, but also Spanish vermouths some time ago. Decided to build this place out, again, at Rainbow in Charleston. And very comfortable. And an incredible bar. And you walk in.
How are the drinks?
And the drinks, well, the drinks, they give you a little vermouth when you walk in, a little jigger, which is kind of fun, a little chilled jigger or something. And then it's a standard bar too. I mean, you can get all the regular stuff there. But most of the vermouth cocktails are lower ABV, alcohol by volume cocktails, which is kind of the message they're sending here. Okay, and I think what he's trying to do is capture that zeitgeist of younger people drinking but not drinking as, let's say, as hard as their predecessors have. And Ash is old. She's frowning because she wants her booze.
I want a punch to the face.
I want 90 proof. Yeah. Well, this is lower ABV stuff, or you can get all kinds of vermouths. You know. I mean, he made me one where it was just a vermouth with a splash, and it was great. And I think, as I say, it's a passion project. I like the interior. I think it's going to be interesting how they find an audience, and that was the big debate as we drove away with the people we were there. We were all debating, like, how are they going to find customers? Because nobody's walking into this place.
You almost, that needs to be down here where you have foot traffic, right?
Well, here's my personal theory, and I wish him well because the bar itself was nice and the cocktails are really good. And I love that kind of drinking, which is kind of standard in Europe, but is not quite a thing in America yet. I think he's taking a gamble that he's going to light a candle here or strike some kind of internet match with the FOMO crowd, and someone's going to say, this is a place you've got to go to, even though it's a few miles away from everything. It's out of the way. It's hidden. It's next to Blue Haven Pools. You got to find it. You got to want to be there. It's not close to any real neighborhoods that are going to support it, but it's so unique that the younger crowd gets that internet spark that brings them in, and that's his gamble, because he's not going to get a crowd any other way. He's going to have to. It's going to have to become an internet phenomenon, which has happened with donuts and cupcakes and tacos and all kinds of things over the last dozen years or so. But I don't know if it'll do it. It's not going to appeal to boomers. It's a nice place, but it's so of its own thing in such an odd little location. He's going to have an uphill climb unless a bunch of 30-year-olds decide this is where they want to be. And that's what they did with Silver Stamp, if you remember. Silver Stamp was kind of in this out of the way.
No man's zone.
Yeah, but not that far. It was only a few blocks from everything. But this is a few miles from everything. So, I don't know. I wish him well, and I really like the place.
What everyone knows about beer.
Yeah. And everyone has their own opinions about beer. And
I don't know. I'm excited. I want to try this out. We talked about it. The menu, they have like 100 and some cocktails on it.
Yeah.
Most of which, like you said, are vermouth based. But yeah, I gotta go.
If you remember, Esther's Kitchen opened up with all those Amaros and Digestivos and whatnot. And Amari, Nicole
Yes.
Bresson's place out in the Southwest, is called Amari, which is the plural of Amaros, which are all those Italian aperitivos and digestivos.
And don't they have the most Amaros, like west of the Mississippi in any one spot or something? Like
Who? I mean, Nicole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's a
something
whole
crazy.
wall. It's
Yeah.
a whole. It's like the size of this wall. It's like 20 feet, 30 feet long of nothing but them. And but I don't know how well they move. I mean, you're right. Is this a big thing if you're in Verona, Italy? Yeah, or you're in Barcelona. But two places I've been recently, and yeah, these things are everywhere, and that's what all the cool kids are drinking. But in America, it may not have caught up yet.
Not quite.
Not quite. So that's that. Okay, let's keep going because we got to go fast now. Kind of disappointed in lunch at Burgundy Cafe and Bakery. It almost felt like there was a new owner involved. It just, the pastries didn't seem quite as well. And everything seemed pretty sloppy. The ham was a little old. I mean, I've been high on Burgundy. I gave him my Pastry Chef of the Year award like 5 years ago. So slightly disappointing there. Not going to dwell on it. Winnie and Ethel's, a memo to the RJ again. How could you put your top 100 restaurants out there and leave Winnie and Ethel's off? It is by far the best breakfast lunch diner in Las Vegas. It is a sin that they omitted that and put what's that weird ass morning coffee or morning
Buzz.
whatever
Morning Buzz or Morning News.
Morning News. Yeah, that just shows you how full of shit they are
I
over there.
love Winnie Ethels.
Okay, me
What'd
too.
you have?
I had a chorizo with a biscuit, chorizo gravy, which looks like something the cat threw up on.
I know, it does not photograph well.
It's just awful,
Oh.
but it's delicious.
So
It's milk
good.
gravy with chorizo sausage. The chilaquiles
Wow.
knocked me out. Really good salsa verde on it, good chips, good salsa verde, nice eggs on top, and then the food gal had the club sandwich, which is like it's like enough to
huge.
feed 4 people.
Yep.
Okay, we took it home. We ate on it for 2 more meals. It was an incredible club sandwich. So love Winnie and Ethel's. Special Noodle. I've been a fan of Special Noodle for a long time. Been there several times. Have to say one thing. The food was good. 2 things annoyed me. One is you have to
Order on the
off
fucking
the
iPad.
phone, and you have to
Yes.
upload this and do this and order. It is so freaking annoying. But that's not what really put me off because the food was fine. What put me off was I walked in and it smelled like disinfectant when I
Chlorine.
walked in. And I cannot stand restaurants where you get that. It smells to me like a bathroom disinfectant, although it's probably they're using it in the kitchen. But when you get that and you just go, nothing, well, there are smells that make you want to eat less. but in terms of clean smells that want to make you eat less, it's got to be one of the worst. And it was really off-putting, and I never quite got used to it throughout the whole meal. And we got all these stir fries, and the food was really good. I mean, we had the deep fried shrimp. I mean, the noodles. I mean, just the crispy beef. Everything there is great. But the whole time I'm there, I'm going. Every time I go,
Is it because I thought they have an aquarium? So whenever these,
they have not just one. They have a bunch of them.
So I remember walking in there with Mr. Hollywood to check it out for the first time, and I saw the aquarium and smelled it. And I just always chalk it up to, when you go into a restaurant and they've got a tropical fish tank of some sort or like a koi pond that they're trying to add as decor, inevitably they're not doing it the right way. They're doing it a little bit like the layman, and so it involves a lot of chlorine.
They're just dumping it in there.
Yeah. So
anyway, Special Noodle's fine. The food is good. Ordering is annoying, and it smells like chlorine. And let's just leave it at that. Then one of the best lunches in town still. Ketty introduced this segment. Elia Authentic Greek Taverna open for lunch. My God, we had 2 different sea bream, which shipura, I think is what the Greeks call it. But 2 different bream. One was fattier, one was leaner. They tell us this before you order. I think one they call a white one and a red one. Beautifully done. I took my Chinatown boys there. We get everything, from the fried zucchini chips to the meatballs to this, and it's all great.
I love that.
It is just a great restaurant. They do enough of a lunch to keep them open for lunch. I wish they did a better lunch. I mean, a bigger lunch, because It's one of the real gems in town.
Hey, Vintner Grill people.
Yeah. Yeah. Vintner Grill. They're always packed. It's for that mid food.
Yeah,
Go figure. Yeah. So, but Elia is phenomenally good. Went through that. Went through Winnie and Ethel's. Have I hit them all? Yeah. And then the final one. I want to say something good about. What's it called?
Diamond Spur.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's just call it a work in progress and leave it at that.
It's at the edge of Earth in town.
But take your dirt bike, because you can order your meat and then go dirt biking right behind it.
It literally is at
Okay.
the end of the world up there.
Yeah.
Look, it's new. It's new. I like what they're doing. I thought the food was very good. Everything I had there was...
I had a burger that was not... It was not worthy of the Hamburguesa Principes.
Yeah.
It
I
was
had
not.
one there, and it was perfectly okay for $6, and then it comes on a bed of beef tallow French fries that were really good.
We all agreed. I was there with 6 people,
Mm-hmm.
and we all agreed that the fries were the big winner of the meal.
What did you have?
Well, I had this thing called a cheese mix. I don't know. They said it was like a Philly cheesesteak, and all it was crumbled hamburger on a bun. And it was just weird and not that good.
Chopped cheese or whatever?
Yeah, chopped something.
Yeah,
and
it's the New York bodega thing. I didn't have that, though.
Let's skip it. Then I had a taste of a couple other things, and I just found it to be. I mean, I went, this is fine, but it was busy.
Did you have the rotisserie chicken?
No, nobody had the rotisserie chicken.
That was...
No, nobody had the rotisserie chicken. And it was a lot of sandwiches. And I bit into a couple sandwiches. And I went, well, this is fine, but it's not worth going 15 miles out of my way for. And I didn't look. It wants to be a butcher shop that serves all these cool sandwiches. It's in the end of the earth. The butcher shop, the case was half empty, the whole place felt like a work in progress to me. And so I don't want to damn it with any kind of faint or other praise. I just want to say, let's give it some time and see how it does.
Yeah, I loved my experience there. I went in a few weeks before you. I think they still had chairs in like bags from being like unloaded off a moving truck.
It still felt that way to me too.
Yeah, it's still. They're working through it, and I'm excited.
It was busy. It was. I tell you, we left. There was 15 people in line waiting for sandwiches.
I like what they're doing. It's single source, straight from a ranch to this butcher shop. You can go in, get cuts of meat, get eggs, get I think some other items, fresh items, and then get a sandwich. So give it time. And if you live up there, go check it out because you're not nothing to lose.
Right.
We have gas money.
Yeah, it's the only game in town down there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could fill a real niche with its. Is it niche or niche?
I always thought it was niche.
I think it's niche is the proper pronunciation.
It's a niche.
But every time I say niche, I think I should be saying niche, and every time I say niche, I think I should be saying niche. True.
It's like gray. Do you spell it with an A or an
E? Because as soon as you do it, you want to do
wait,
the other one.
Okay, well, you've got a good pet peeve.
Oh, do I have a pet peeve? I'm going to go, when they go high, we go low.
Yes, we do.
We go really low. And my pet peeve is I'm going low against all of these low tables. And I've come across several times, including places that I have mentioned here in the last 10, 15 minutes, where you sit, for those of you not watching, but first of all, I fully admit to being an aging boomer here who doesn't really like struggling to get in and out of low chairs all the time. But I'll do that. This isn't about the chairs that are low. That's a voluntary. That's a free will. I decided to sit in this chair, and I have to take the consequences. I can accept those as a mature man. If I'm going to put my ass in a low chair, then getting out of it if it takes 2 hands and a forklift, that's what I do. Okay. But what I can't stand is when these tables are like 18 or 20 inches off the ground, and they're coffee tables.
They're lower.
And you are just leaning forward. You're bending down.
It's called a core workout.
Yeah, to reach to the table to get your drink or the appetizer. And when you decide to eat anything, I mean, one thing just to grab, something with your right hand. When you're trying to stab an appetizer and everybody's leaning forward, even people thinner and younger, more supple than me, you look around and go, this is really stupid. What in the F are you thinking this? Why are you putting tables that are like 20 inches off the floor? What's up with that? Who decided this was a way to make people comfortable in a bar?
It's a vibe.
Oh. I hate it. I just hate it. I mean, these low tables. So it's not the low chairs. Again, low chairs. I made my bed. I'm going to live in it. Okay. But the table, when I sit down and go, oh shit, there's my drink way down there. It interferes with the drinking and the eating and the conviviality, and it's stupid. And again, I don't know why no one thinks about these things.
Yeah.
Oh, damn you. Low tables.
Speaking of which, Bar Boheme, James Tree said they're swapping out a lot of all their furniture and lighting from what it opened with. Because of that. They're like, just didn't work for us, and it's just better with what they're doing now. So, and even Petite Boheme's like on their third iteration of furniture over there because.
Well, that was, remember 2 weeks ago I talked about a bunch of younger people were in there and somebody knocked something over on the low table. And they weren't even drunk. There was like 10 people having some kind of office thing, and you could tell everyone's reaching down to get it, and somebody just bumped something over. I mean, we don't have to be like we're all in a rest home with everything at waist level, okay? Okay, I get that. You want it to be
he wants a dinner tray, people. Let him sit in his low chair, but please show up with his lap tray.
Right up to here, so I don't have to but yeah, there's got to be a compromise here. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, what's your pet peeve? Come on, you have to have one.
I don't have one. I'm actually going. Well, I do. People who don't care and are in it for the wrong reasons. You hear about it all the time. Restaurants just in it with like bean counters. There's so many options. I think that was the takeaway from being at Truly Pizza. There are so many options around town where people actually give a shit. They give a shit in the kitchen and they want to make really great food and they're trying really hard to make sure whatever comes out on the table is something worth your money. And then there's also hospitality that gives a shit. They actually care about what your experience is like. It's not just about the exchange of cash at the end and what the tip is. So my pet peeve is all the people out there that are just slinging cheeseburgers or pizza or steaks or whatever to make a buck. Stop. And as the consumer, I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm not going there.
Well, you don't need to anymore. And you know, as my dad used to say, if you're doing anything just for the money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
But we see it around town so much. It's just these soulless places that are just trying to take a buck and trying to make money, and people don't care. And there's someone here in the Arts District that I think we all know that is like that, where there's not anyone passionate behind the counters or in front of the counters. And as a result, no one's going there anymore.
Yeah, well, it's yeah.
So,
and you can tell, and you can, and it's a sense. I mean, it's literally your spidey sense can come on when you walk in and go, you know, I get the feeling this is just being, you know, there, you know, it doesn't have whatever that je ne sais quoi is that makes you want to go back to a place. And
absolutely.
that, you know, the vibe, you can call it whatever you will.
And you would even say about Special Noodle. I probably won't go there because I'm ordering off a little iPad as opposed to going to Noodle when there's this little lady that wants to like
who smiles at you the minute you walk in the door.
And then when she asks how spicy I want something and then it comes out too spicy, she already feels bad and wants to fix it. Like, and so that is my pet peeve, is people who don't give a shit. As a personal injury lawyer, I see it all the time in my industry. And so when I leave work at the end of the day, I don't want to go to a restaurant and see more of it.
Well, playing off that for a minute, and I've used this before, how much I'm disdain restaurant groups, which is the new thing now. You know, nobody can just have a restaurant or two restaurants. We have to be part of a restaurant group. And every chef, you know, gets a hard-on, excuse me, Mom, for these, oh, I want a restaurant group. I want to do, and look at the people that had that chow place in Boca Park that went under. I mean, they I think they still own, they bought Marche Bacchus, but I hear it with a lot of these people. I mean, and some of them are better than others, but what makes a place good is not just the money people behind it trying to pull all the levers of financial manipulation to make more money. It's the people. It's the Gina Marinelli sitting there behind the stove, and it's it's the chef, it's Sean O'Hara at Bar Boheme, who really care. And the little lady at Yun
Yes.
Dumpling, Noodles and Dumpling on West Flamingo, who are Gio Moro at
Yes.
Manzu. These are the places, and you've got these options. There's no need to bother with all these places. And as soon as I hear restaurant group, my eyes tend to glaze over because I'm not interested in your fourth concept restaurant. Sorry, because by definition, it's not going to be as good as the place that made you famous.
Especially if I don't see you there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's the worst.
Yeah.
So that's my pet peeve is
Yeah.
people that don't care.
Yeah.
We've got some listener questions, comments. We're going to save it for another show. Last thing I want to say today is go check out the Pouring Stories podcast by local bartender Michael Jambroni over at Ferraro's, who you know.
Yes,
he does
I love
a
that guy.
great podcast. There's video, and this recent episode interviewed Constantine Alexander, who was one of the partners of Bromare, which has the infamous
Ooh,
situation. But he's also just a great guy around
with
town.
the Piero situation.
Yeah,
yes.
and so go check that out.
Yeah.
Support another local.
You're reminding me, I'm overdue to go to Ferraro's
Mm-hmm.
and just to see Michael Jambroni and see the Ferraro family, because there's a place that's run
Cares.
with passion, not just the bottom line.
And that, I think, is
will.
another one, John.
Bon appetit, mes amis, and good night, Canada.
Go France in your World Cup.
France.
Yes.
Allez les Bleus!